Melodic techno is one of the most important genres in the game right now, and today you're going to learn 5 production techniques inspired by a legendary producer duo called Artbat, so you can take your next track to the next level. My name is Lil already. I'm a DJ, producer, and owner of Abstract Music Lab, and I'm stoked to be here on PML's channel. I've taken a deep dive in Artbat's track, and in this video, you're gonna learn the exact production techniques that they use in their projects, so you can start using in your own project as well. And the best part, you can get the project file for free afterwards over here in the description. So now, let's jump right in. One of the most important parts of Artbat's tracks is the bass line, as you can listen over here with the kick. Really big and heavy, and this is responsible to give that energy that we all listen in the low end and especially in the clubs as well. How is this made? Essentially, we have 3 layers here: the bass sub, the bass mid, and the bass sine. Let's start with the bass sub. So the bass sub, we have a layer that covers essentially this part over here. And you can see that you have the sub and these 2 layers, which are really important to give weight, especially these 2 layers. And we can listen to the bass line without it. Just feels empty. So this is the power of the bass line. Now we have the grit and the character of the bass line, which comes from the bass mid. The bass mid has 2 layers. We have the wide layer. This is a bit wider. And we have the gritty center layer. This is a bit more centered. Now, both layers have a low cut because we already have low end coming from the bass sub, so we don't need it again. Now, if you want to listen to it again, completely. And then we also have the bass sine. This is just complementing by giving a little bit of a sine accent to the bass line, just adding a bit more groove to it. This contains less harmonics because, again, it's just a sine wave. Without it, and with it. Essentially, if you listen over here, we're only playing 3 notes, so we have an empty spot here for the kick, and then we have 3 notes. And we combine all these bass lines with the sidechain, as you can listen here. We're being super intense with the sidechain, and you can even do the sidechain by element where you would sidechain the bass sub a bit more than the bass mid if you want less jump in the bass mid, but essentially that's how you can compose a retied bass line. Saw leads are the bread and butter of melodic techno motifs, and we're gonna show you how you can make them right now. Essentially, the core of a lead is layering, and every layer in this lead is going to do a specific purpose in the sound. Listen to the lead in solo, for example. Now, this is composed of multiple layers, including the lead saw and the lead main. But if you look into the lead main, we have multiple layers in this as well. We have the first layer, which is this. This is composed by this I Can Has kick, which is a really versatile wavetable that essentially you can mess around with a different sounds just by playing with the wet position, which makes this a really versatile and easy to manipulate wavetable. And we also have here a compressor, a multi-band compressor, to give that character to it. Now, in the processing, we're just doing a low cut, just really simple. Now, the second layer, something a bit more centered because this first one was really wide. So with the second, we get something a little bit more in the center. But what do we have here in the second layer? In the second layer, if we look into it, another I Can Has kick, and you can see how the same wavetable can give us different positionings. Why is this happening? Because in the first one, we had a bit more unison to make it wider, and in the second one, we're just using one voice of unison to make it more in the center. And then we combine with these 2 other layers to play it and make it a bit bigger. We also have a bit of processing here, a bit of compression, a bit of boosting in the high end, and a reverb to make it a bit wider. And then some sidechain to make it bounce a little bit. Now, if we combine with the lead saw and the other layers, But why does it work? Because we're combining different wavetables and different presets, just making something really big and really unique as you've just listened. Drums in melodic techno, they're not super complex, but they're simple and effective. Listen, for example, to this. We normally start with a really strong kick, adding a punchy snare. And you can see that this punchy snare has a bit of a tail to it as well. It's not a snare that is just pa, it's pa. We have some close hi-hats doing some 16th. Then we have an open hi-hat just doing a bit of a boost. And in the second 8 bar, we can always add a ride to add a bit more intensity and a bit more energy into your percussions. If you want to check the MIDI, this is just an offbeat hat, and this is a 16th that it plays every 16th notes, as you can see it over here. The secret here is finding the right sounds. It's not essentially about layering, but finding sounds that are really powerful, really snappy, and that elevate that core energy of the lead and making something really powerful and energetic. To spice up the lead theme, you can count with call and response, adding leads, donks, and LFO pads to make your song more interesting in between your leads and not only leave your leads in there. For example, you can see that we have a variation of sounds. We have leads, we have donks, we have LFO pads as well, as I've mentioned before. And they all are playing different MIDIs and they're all composed of different sounds as well. Again, the key here is layering. Instead of just using one sound, you have to go into something that makes your sound a bit more interesting. As you can see, we have 1, 2 layers over here, and we also have 4 layers over here. As you can listen, a stereo layer, a center layer, a low end layer, and a character layer just for character of the sound. And you can get super creative with the layering and also with the MIDI. The idea here is to create something that takes the lead and elevates the empty parts of your lead to make it a little bit more interesting and not so empty. And if you want to take a deep dive into them, you can go again in the description below, grab the project and analyze each layer, layer by layer, so you can get better at doing call and response as well. Another really important part of melodic techno is the arrangement, because these songs are made for dance floors and made for DJs. So if you want to have your music plays in a dance floor, there are a few guidelines that you can follow in your production as well. For example, let's start here with a really simple intro. We want to make it as DJ friendly intro and outro as possible to make it easier for DJs to play into your song and out of your song, because if it's too hard, people are just gonna skip it. Then you can go into a bridge where you can add your lead just a little bit filter to tease it. Normally filtering the kick to make it even easier to DJ in. This hook part is really important because that's the part where the DJ is going to actually make your song the main element of the set. So having it really strong is just going to add a lot of power. And the more power and the more memorable your hook is, the more likely that the DJ is going to play your song as well. You can see that it's stripped down. It's just the core lead with a little bit of rising elements, as you can see. And then we go to the drop. Really stripped down, just kick, bass, lead, and call and response. Stripping your drums can be a really interesting thing to do because then you can grow your song and add them again as you go. After this really energetic drop one, you're gonna go into a really soft and melodic break. You can even have some percussions in the breakdown to keep the energy going, because sometimes when you take all the percussions away, it just becomes too soft. So having a little bit of a hint of a percussion can be something really interesting to have in there as well. And then we go into a build-up again. Again, really important part, because if you don't have something that really catches the energy and the attention of the listener, we're gonna just skip your song and go to something else at this point. But when you have a really important build-up and a really important bridge, this adds a lot of tension before the hook, just warming up the crowd so they can go back to the drop. In the drop too, if you want to start without percussions or even with a little bit of percussions just to make it a little bit different from the drop one, it's always nice as well. But now it's your turn to make your song super awesome. If you want to dive deeper into this project, you can get it over here in the description below in the PML Melodic Techno sound pack that you can find again in the description below. It includes this project file, some sample libraries, and also some preset packs that you can use in your own productions and elevate your melodic techno song right now. This is Lilo Ready from Abstract Music Lab, signing off. Ciao.